Hello there. Today I'm very excited because my Akhand Diya has been delivered today. I've been telling you that I've started meditating. Diya meditation. It is nothing but it is focused meditation. I read about it. I was intuitive that you should start on meditation without knowing what it is like. And this is something like I told you about this the other day. You can have something in front of you and keep looking at it for a while. It works for some people, and that is called as focused meditation. So I had ordered for a Akhand Diya, which means which you can use even when the fan is on. It has got that cover, and it is meant to be used for a very long time. You can just have it burning and leave it like that. But then I will not be doing that. I'll just use it while I'm meditating and then blow it off. So I have not yet opened it. I'm just waiting for the auspicious moment when I can open it and see if there is any crack, or sometimes this Amazon things, when they deliver it, there will be cracks in that. So that's it. It's a very good day for me because I'll be starting with the meditation. Once I open it, I'll be definitely showing you all that, how it is done, what it is like. Sometimes in life, some things, it works for some people, and if we try doing it the same way, it doesn't seem to work for us, you know. Have you ever had that experience that you tried doing something and it was working for some people, and it felt like it doesn't work for you at all? When I was small, I was very interested in dancing, in the sense the film dance or freestyle dancing, as what you say. So I wanted to try it, and I would just bring along other friends who were more into classical dancing, and I would convince them that we could do film dance, whichever is of my choice, that is. And then before that, it was decided that we will have some folk dance or something. And I always tried being a part of the group, but then I realized that I cannot learn the synchrony of the dance. The steps, as they do, it was very difficult for me to do. I couldn't do it at all. So I realized it is not for me. And I used to wonder how they are able to do, but I can't. I just cannot follow the steps, how it is done. And they could do it. So I decided, because I could dance, and I just told them, can we try a freestyle dancing, see how it works. And when we tried, it actually worked well. And so I see that is one small example of sometimes some people can do some things better, but when we try it on ourselves, it doesn't happen with us. We cannot do it. Though maybe there are some things which can be learned with practice, but sometimes it happens. So like I am telling you that meditation, this actually works, and you feel so much better when you do it in one day. But maybe if you do it, it might not work for you, as what I am trying to say. Sometimes, you never know. But you can always try it and see whether it works for you. Okay? But if it doesn't, then it doesn't mean that it didn't work for me, or that it has to work for you. But maybe that some people take more time. We all process things differently. We all experience things differently. Don't you think so? So that's the fact of how it is. Okay? So don't have to worry. But you can always try. Listen to what others are saying. I always do that. If it feels like it was. But more than what I have learned watching others do, or being inspired by others, I have always come up with some ideas which works for me. It just feels like it is time that you do this because you need to do this. That's it. Like maybe it is your fitness schedule which you change accordingly. Maybe it's the way you set the room, or maybe it is the way you have maintained your food habits. Suddenly you just get a feeling that it is time for you to change it, and then you just make the required changes, and you move on. That's how it works for me, more than being inspired from other people. Though I do watch some YouTube channels, and I have a lot of favorite channels as well. Maybe you would have seen I keep sharing on Facebook some of the channels, and because they inspire me in some way. There are so many. Some of them I had been thinking of making a separate folder for each of them, so that as they update, and if there is something really interesting, then I could just share it there. But I've not done that. There are so many things which I think I'll be doing, but I'm not done for. I just make some excuses. Sorry about that. But if I feel like doing it, then definitely I'm going to share it, and it's really interesting. Some of them are very interesting. So there's another question which I would like to talk about today. The question is whether you like your life to be private and keep everything private, or would you like to expose it? Would you like to keep it public in some way, like using a social media platform? Which kind of life do you prefer? Do you prefer to keep it all private and just go through your life like that, or do you think you derive some kind of inspiration, some kind of encouragement from sharing it with public media, these platforms which we use? What is that you like? It's your choice. I make no comments on that. I have no comments or remarks on that. It's your life. You can choose to keep it as you like it. You may keep it private totally and keep yourself busy doing that, or you may as well be exposing it or keeping it public to the extent that you feel you are comfortable with, right? That's your choice. So my choice is that I told you why I do this, because it helps me a lot. It helps me keep alive my love to communicate, that is, in the languages that I like, and it also helps you to keep your brain active in some way. And it helps me in a lot of ways. I don't have to share it here, but it helps me a lot. And I don't think there's anything wrong in what I'm doing. So as long as there is nothing wrong in what you're doing, why not do it more and more? That's a question. As long as you're not doing anything wrong, just keep doing it, okay? So I do take inspiration from some other people who have some channels. As I said, it's so interesting to listen to them once in a while. Though my attention is very short, in the sense I would rather make shorts than making a video. But then I don't know how to, as I said yesterday, I have no idea how to put something really interesting in shorts, because whenever I've done anything, it has always gone beyond the limit that I had decided to come up with. It just extends beyond that, far beyond. Alright, so that's how it is. Yesterday I'd gone walking, and it's really nice to go outside. What I like is when I go walking or when I've been active the entire day, just after that I like to make a video, because there is so much of energy. As Modi ji had once said, the energy comes from doing things. It doesn't come suddenly when you're just idling, and when you try to make a video, it's just so boring. But you try going out or keeping yourself busy, and then just after that try making a video. It works so much better. There is so much of energy in you which has come from by using your energy, that is. It works for me like that. So that's how it is. Okay, what else is there? So it's off days. Happy weekend to everyone. Today is Friday, which means that we have a weekend coming up. And what are your plans for weekends? So what I'm thinking is, this time I'm going to make a song video tomorrow, Saturday, and then let's see on if time permits on Sunday we can also do a podcast. You never know. But song is very important for me. It's an English song. Do you have any favorites in your English song list? Share it with me, okay, if you have it. I would like to go through it and decide on a song. The weather is so good here. It's sunny, and you know how it is supposed to be raining, but it is not rained. Both the weathers are pretty good in some ways, rainy or sunny. This is sunny and I like it. So that's about it for today. What's the date today? November? Let me tell you, it's 4th of November. Okay, maybe. Just check it. I am not sure. I'm very poor in remembering dates. So what I usually do is I just put up somewhere that I can just look at the dates, and today is so and so. And if it is not, you must have seen, what I do, a mistake that I keep doing is that I upload a video, and then I save it with the wrong date, and then I change it, because I'm very, very poor in two things. One is spellings, and the other is dates. Yesterday, what I did is suddenly I twice or thrice in the sense I wanted to remember some people's name who were in my memory, who were in my mind for some reason, and I couldn't get their names. I'm talking about 5 to 6 years back. The names that I'm very familiar with the personality, the face, and the person, but the name I'm not getting it. It was a struggle for me, and I could easily just ring up my other friends or whoever and take help and just get over it, but I didn't want to do it, so I just kept on thinking even at night, and then I finally came up with those 3 names. You won't believe it. It was a great exercise for my head. So I'm like, I wanted to know how you forget people's name and how you get back to that. Sometimes you want to go to some, like your short-term memory, you can say. This is not short-term, this is long-term memory, in the sense something that happens beyond 5 years is not short-term, I feel. So how to sharpen your memory? You can just there's a process in which you work, your mind works, how you get to know that, how you can just make sense of the things that you've forgotten, and you just get it back from there. Okay, so you can try that. It was really nice for me, and until I got the name, it was a struggle, and I'm like, I know this person, I remember the face, I know how the name sounds, I know the beginning of the name, the middle of the name, the ending of the name, but I'm not getting the name, the entire name. And just I tried and tried and tried, and I got one. Then again I tried and I got the other one, and the third one also. So that was an exercise which I did. Do you do something like that to keep yourself sharp when you have nothing else to do? That is. So that's it. I'll be back tomorrow with some topic. I did read so many things in the chamber today, but nothing worth sharing here, I guess. Okay, I read about the Gujarat elections which coming, and I read about the Russians, and I read about so many things I can't recall. Sorry about that. So take care. Have a happy weekend. I'll be back on Monday.